Today is June the 16th, and I've decided to take a video of my lovely apartment before I strip it. As I'm making this, Twee is in the bedroom and she's packing away all my clothes. In 2 weeks I'll be gone to England, and before that we're going to move all our stuff to her relative's house in Bingham, to the north of here. So I want to immortalise this lovely apartment where I've been so happy for the last 4 years, and I'm going to walk around and take pictures, take a video of everything which is here. Okay, that's the fridge with all my stuff on it. There's my favourite pub of all time. Okay, this is where I spend a lot of time, too much time really. The computer, my computer desk, and above it some nice pictures, couple of nice pictures, and in between something from Cuba. Okay, let's go round here. One of the features of this apartment is this display cabinet, and as you can see, I've put all my empty malt whisky bottles on top in rank order. So those 5 there are malt whiskies from the island of Isla, and which is the best? I mean, Ardbeg, possibly the first one, which Jonas introduced me to, Octomore, incredibly peaty, but probably I prefer just Ardbeg, Lafroig, and the one next to it, Lagavulin. I buy all these whiskies in Cambodia, and we go along. That Glenfiddich 21-year-old, what's his name, the writer, Ian Banks, in his book, what's he called? I'm losing it. He wrote a book about searching for the best malt whisky in Scotland, and he came to the conclusion that Glenfiddich 21-year-old was the very best, and I bought that for $150 out of Vietnam, duty free. Raw Spirit, that's the name of Ian Banks's book. Very good book actually. Okay, there's the lovely presentation case that I bought it in. The one next to it is very interesting. That's malt whisky from Taiwan, which the owner of Renaissance School, Mr. Twin, very kindly gave to me, and that is an extremely fine whisky, one of my favourites. It's called Cavalan Solist. Okay, we've got a few Glenmorangis there. Talisker, that Talisker is inferior to that one. I mean, that's the true Talisker, just ordinary Talisker, 10 years old. This one is a newfangled one. Well, no, I'm going crazy. No, 18 years old. I mean, that actually won Whisky of the Year one year, and I bought it thinking it'll be fantastic. But to be honest, I prefer the 10-year-old. Okay, there's some others, and we go down. Yeah, I drink Vietnamese vodka, which my wife says is really bad for me. That's 40,000 for a bottle, but I like the taste of it. I actually prefer it to the Swedish Absolute vodka. So I mix this vodka with passion fruit juice and orange juice. Okay, this is from Jeff's art room at Renaissance School, and I kind of like this. And the Vietnamese children who come here, they're scared by it. I run after them. I take great delight in running after them with this hands. Okay, I like this hands for some reason. Okay, there's a bottle of wine which I've got to consume before I leave. There's the remainder of a bottle of Welsh whiskey. And this is disgusting. Jack Daniels, right? Somebody gave me Jack Daniels, and it's undrinkable. It's horrible stuff, really. So maybe I'll drink that diluted with Coca-Cola or just give it away. That's an ostrich egg from South Africa, which I imported from my house in Reading. That's a fancy Lefroy, which I don't really like. Somebody bought that in duty free. It's not as good as that one. That is the true Lefroy, just ordinary 10 years old. This MTN thing, that's a memory of Ghana. MTN is a massive mobile phone company in South Africa, and they dominate mobile phones in Africa generally, I think. And in Ghana, everybody had these things at the football match. They were knocking them together, making noise, flaunting them. These MTN blow-up things which you hold in the hand. There's a beautiful shell from bought that in Phu Quoc for 100,000 or something. It's very nice. There's my friend Tim and his wife and their baby. There's the hats which I took from Renaissance School. One of the Korean boys in my grade 8, he used to wear it, and the hat reminds me of this Korean boy. And it's got chess pieces all over it. I seem to be famous at every school I go to for my chess, more for chess than for my English teaching. This box I'm going to get rid of shortly. It's an objet d'art. The brilliant art teacher Todd at the American International School, he got the kids making boxes out of very ordinary household objects, which they coloured beautifully, and it's an amazing thing actually, very creative. But I'm going to throw it away, I think. Various books here. Okay, it's a really handy thing to have, this display cabinet. Down the bottom I've got all my chess sets. The one in the yellow plastic container, that's from Tanzania. Those are my Tanzanian pieces. That's a chess lock next to it. And there's several chess sets down there. The big black thing, that's from Indonesia. Really big pieces, plastic pieces, quite nice actually. Yep. So chess sets there. Okay, let's move over here. This is the kitchen area where Twee cooks me beautiful foods. I've got some things on the wall here. Okay. I love to decorate whatever flat I'm in with pictures from my life, taken by me. And let's have a look at these pictures. Yeah, memories of Ghana there. Okay, that's Tun Chau, where Twee comes from. There's the nice lady who used to give me beautiful foods on the beach in Sihanoukville in the olden days with her baby. Okay, lots of pictures here, mainly of myself and Twee and places I've gone to. That's a lovely temple in Siem Reap. Bansai Sarai. There's my friend John in Japan. There's my friend Svante playing pool with some other Swedes. Okay. There's the sink. Okay, this is where Twee does all the cooking. Let's go outside. Okay, well, before we go outside, there's all the articles I wrote, which I've laminated. These are from newspapers, yeah. The actual newspaper pages, I've laminated them. There's me drinking probably Root Chewy banana wine. Yeah, there's the washing machine, not very good really. We'll be here 2 weeks more. And it will probably break down shortly after that. It's not in good form. The view from the balcony. I will miss this. This is one of the best things about the apartment. We're on the 17th floor, and across the canal there is District 4. And down below we're looking at District 1 and the highway that runs along the canal. all the way up to the bus station where we go to get the bus to Tenchow. Very handy highway, quite new, just a few years old. Yeah, we've been very happy in this apartment. Nice view, lovely sunsets in the evening sometimes, and the nice view is spectacular. I've often sat here on high stools with my friends, you know, sipping whiskey and talking. Svante, he's been here many times. Jonas. Okay, let's go back. Okay, and this is the room where Twee sits quite a lot, watching her TV while I sit at the computer. Okay, and I've got paintings all over the place. Yeah, these cheap Famulao paintings of my jazz heroes, $20 a shot. Very nice. Okay, that's one of my favourites. That's Tim Nugent. He painted that in Venezuela. There's the door, covered in pictures from my life. And that's a Hugh Sowden masterpiece. That's not such a good one by Hugh, but very striking. These will always be with me, these paintings. There's John Lee Hooker, $20 from Famulao. There's a beautiful piece of silk which I bought on Lombok years ago and framed it. This is shadow dancing from Indonesia. And my friend Todd from American International School, the art teacher, gave me this. He took my black and white photo from Facebook and, you know, turned it into very nice painting actually. I love that. Okay, here's the rear view of my display cabinet. And there's yet another line of whiskies up here. These are not so good as the ones at the front. The ones at the front are the Smashers. I mean, there's some extra bottles here of Smashers. Lefroy, for example, is a Smasher. Lagavulin is brilliant. But there's some strange stuff here. And, I mean, there's a beer bottle there, Chimay. That's one of my favourite beers of all time. There's my favourite sherry, Harvey's Bristol Cream. Darren years ago very kindly bought me a bottle of Australian cockeye, absolutely beautiful, and I've kept the bottle. That's a memory of our wedding, that yellow thing there, Cambodian champagne, absolutely disgusting. Okay, so that's the display cabinet. Okay, bits and pieces, a lot of this stuff is going to be thrown away. There's the milk. I buy large quantities of cheap milk in the supermarkets, and this will probably last us for the next 2 weeks, these 7 cartons. Okay, yeah, this is my desk again, a few bits and pieces there. That's where I put my rucksacks. Okay, let's go down the corridor. Okay, I've put lots of pictures, laminated pictures, photos on the wall. And one of these days, very shortly, I'm going to be taking them off and removing the blue tack, and no doubt my landlady will complain and she will deduct some money from my deposit for the damage that the blue tack has caused. Yeah? But these are all my pictures. I mean, these are wedding pictures here. Yeah, I'm very fond of this one because this guy died. He died of what's he called? Brain disease. It's TB of the brain, whatever that's called. Yeah? And there I am, just 3 years ago, when he seemed to be in really good health, and he died a year after that. And there I am at my wedding with Twee. There's her father, really happy at our wedding. Yep, all these photos. That's a really precious photo, cycling photo. We did the B-17-08 around about 1980, me, and there's my friend Neil, who committed suicide after his partner, there she is, Donna, died of cancer. He couldn't take it, and he died. And in happier days, there we are, at the Swan in Chansley Corbett, where we consumed half a pint, possibly a pint, of Batham's delectable beer. There's my friend Paul Croot, headmaster in Northern Ireland. There he is, sitting in Tanchao drinking banana wine. Okay, this is the bathroom for guests, and there's some pictures there. This is one of my favourite photos of all time. That's my father, member of the Chain Gang cycling club. That is a fantastic photo. There's the Chain Gang back in, what, 1930 something, I guess. There they are, ready to go for a day's outing. Yeah, this is the guest bathroom. Yeah, we have Twee's nephew staying here at the moment. That's his belt, and he uses this bathroom. I mean, this is the guest bathroom. I rarely use it. Okay, let's go in. Okay, before we go into the master bedroom, I mean, there's some more pictures. There's dear old Morris. He's not in the best of health. There he is. How long ago was that? I think that was 3-4 years ago, with his pint of Doris Pardo's. Okay, into the master bedroom. Again, I've got pictures all over the place here. That's my old dad, his passport photo. Yeah, on the cupboards here, I've put lots of nostalgia pictures of me and my parents. Yeah, black and white. Let's see if we can get in close. Okay, Twee has just come in. Here she is. Okay, now what's she doing? She's opening the cupboards. Yeah. Let's have a look at these pictures. Twee. T. Okay, I want to get these pictures in here. Okay, there's my parents. There's me as a baby. That's my father. Okay, me as a boy. Me as a young boy in Ireland. And there's a calendar here, which has been with me for years and years and years. It's completely out of date, but I like this girl. I mean, she's beautiful, isn't she? Okay, I keep some books here. These are special books, and on top of them is my Kindle, which until recently was in mothballs, but I brought it to school yesterday, and my Korean friend Jamin, who's a computer whiz, he made it work again. Nobody else could make it work, but this guy, he's a genius with computers. He breathed life into it. So that's working again now, my Kindle. I don't have Wi-Fi in my apartment, so I can't download stuff here, but I can take it to a cafe where there is Wi-Fi and do downloading. Okay, bits and pieces here, handkerchiefs. Okay, I've got some bottles here which will be thrown away, not bottles, but these are the containers for malt whiskey bottles, which I bought all of these in Cambodia. Okay, these will be thrown away when we move the stuff to Bin Yum. Okay, I'm opening the cupboards. There's the computer case. Yeah, in here there's some stuff which I rarely wear. There's coats and heavy stuff. Okay, good stuff. I'm gonna take this fleece. I'm gonna take it to England, because even though I'll be in England in July and August, there's bound to be 1 or 2 cold days, so this fleece will do the trick. Okay, that's my suit. I've got one suit. There it is in this bag. Okay, there's the house book for this apartment, which I will give back to the landlady, provided she returns my deposit. Okay, above the beds, that's a Hugh Sowden masterpiece. That's not so good one by Hugh, but I like it very much. That's the bedside table. That clock has been part of my life for years. I bought it in the old Russian market on Leloy Street, which has now been demolished to make way for the new Zelur, the new train, metro. Okay, this is the beds. We had to buy a mattress when we came in. The landlady, a bit mean, she wouldn't buy us a decent mattress. She said the existing mattress was okay, but it was incredibly thin. So I went to a shop and bought this mattress for 2 million. So this is where me and Twee have slept for the past 4 years. Yep, I'm a good sleeper. Okay, facing the beds there's 2 jazz pictures from Famulao, and now into the bathroom. On the door, more pictures of course. Okay, there's the shower where Twee and I shower every day, and there's a water problem at the moment. We turn the water off when we come in to use the toilet or have a shower. We turn that thing there to turn the water on, but if we leave it permanently on, the hose pipe here for the toilet is leaking, and if we get it repaired it's going to cost some money and the landlady will complain, she won't be happy, so we're just going to make do with it for a couple of weeks. Okay, here I am, half naked. Yep, this is the wash basin. This is me. Let's come out again on the inside of the door. Pictures everywhere. I like to be surrounded by photos. There's the view from our window, same as the balcony. Okay, over here is a desk. I mean, I keep bits and pieces in here. I keep my bank details, my passport. And yep, there's a lovely picture of one of the temples at Siem Reap. Okay, let's go. Twee has come back, right? She's clearing out stuff. Okay, she's packing up our clothes. We still have 2 weeks to go before I go to England, but I mean, Twee, she wants to get things sorted as quickly as possible. So she's packing all the stuff, she's folding all the clothes, putting them away into a suitcase. Yeah, she's a great little housewife. Okay, let's move. Okay, this is the bedroom where at the moment her nephew is staying in this bedroom. He sleeps here. Normally it's unoccupied, and if her relatives come to stay, you can have a number of people sleeping here. We've got an extra bed here which can be opened up. Yeah, somebody can sleep on that. These are the stools which I put on the balcony if a friend comes round to sip whiskey, drink beer. Okay, so you see she's packed all the clothes that were hanging on these rails until a couple of hours ago. She's packed them up. Okay, so right, we've just started to move stuff, yeah? Pack stuff away. Okay, this is this is the modem we use for the internet. There's no Wi-Fi here, we just plug this thing into the wall and I get really good internet, yeah? Okay, there's more stuff here on the door. There's my hero, Muhammad Ali, when he was Cassius Clay. Lots of pictures. Okay, I think that's about it actually. Let's look at this. On the sides of this display cabinet, there's a few interesting things. This lizard or gecko I think, I bought that when I went to Lake Toba in Indonesia, and it's considered lucky to have these in Vietnam. I love these old Chinese postcards, you know, sexy ladies from the 1920s, 30s, yeah? Quite risque in those days. There's pictures of me and the lads in Venezuela when we climbed Roraima. Okay, yep. And let's have a last look here. Okay, these are the comfortable chairs where we sit. I don't sit here very often, I'm usually parked at the computer. And yep, I shall miss this place very much. Okay, let's have a last swivel round, yeah? My lovely apartment, which very shortly, probably in 2 days' time, I'm going to start taking down all the pictures. Yeah, and all these bottles, I'm going to throw them away. If I throw them away as they are, Vietnamese will be tempted to fill them up with cheap whiskey and little people, cheap people. So what I'm going to do with each one is scrape the label, so that cannot happen, and keep the cork. So I'm going to do that in 2 or 3 days. That'll keep me busy. Okay, there's the glass table and fresh fruit. There's always fresh fruit here. Twee is great. She keeps me in fresh fruit all the time. There's the inside of the fridge. There's always this Chada iced tea, and there's a Sinto, a smoothie which Twee has made for me. Every morning I wake up, I have a couple of fried eggs with my plate of fresh fruit and my mug of tea. Okay, let me just show you my tea mug, because I've been using this same tea mug for years and I really like it. I think it's actually a beer mug, but I mean, I use it for tea every morning. And the tea I buy, let me just show you that. It's loose tea. I can't stand tea bags. And there's one shop downtown where I can buy this really, really good loose tea. And there it is. It's actually Brook Bond, and it's got a really nice flavour. And there's just one shop where I can buy it, and I've been buying it there for years and years and years. When I have coffee, which is quite rare these days, I always have Trung Nguyen number 5. Okay, there's some Trung Nguyen number 5 in there, and I love really dark sugar with my coffee. I can make a mean cup of coffee. Okay, let's have a last swivel round at this lovely apartment. It's a bit old actually, it needs refurbishment. The landlady, she needs to do something with the tiles here. The washing machine is on its way. Yeah, and it needs painting, needs repainting. It'll be interesting to see if she gives me my deposit back in full. I have my doubts. She'll probably find a reason to subtract a few million dong. She shouldn't really. Okay, I'm gonna end up with Twee. Let's see what Twee is doing. Okay, there's all my clothes on the bed, ready to go into a suitcase. Yeah, Twee, hello. How are you, Twee? How are you?
How are you?
Tea good?
What do you say?
Tea good?